I'm going to turn a 3D print into some solid silver. Howdy howdy, in today's video we're going to be doing some sand casting. I'll show you how I turn a 3D print into solid silver. We'll be making a custom piece for a fellow YouTube creator. So the first job is to actually look at the subject matter of what we're going to do today. Now I've got the honour of designing another channel round for another YouTuber, Gold Silver Hunter. Cool little channel. He doesn't do many videos, but when he does drop them, they're absolutely hilarious.
How many people seem to actually enjoy it? Obviously I can't say you've got taste, but anyway I thought I'd do another one.
So go check him out. Is all his channel here, as you can see. Now he's actually asked me if I could do his logo, the actual channel round. Now it's really complex. We did have some backwards and forwards talking, and I suggested maybe it might be better to get it actually laser engraved if you wanted a true copy, because if you can see here the Gold Silver Hunter around the edge, and just so complex to do in a sandcast. The sandcasting really isn't really for this type of thing, but we're going to give it a go. And as you can see, this is the image I got. I actually ripped this straight from his YouTube channel. That's why it's so pixelated. So yeah, we're gonna have a challenge. So with this, I've got to basically start from scratch and make the whole image and 3D model myself. I think the first port of call is to get the sketchbook out and try and work out how I'm going to kind of recreate that round into something very similar. So we've got to come up with a channel round, and as you've seen, that the graphic that we got is really pixelated because it was really small. What we're going to do, I can't believe I'm doing this again, I'm going to do a sketch back by popular demand. Obviously we want a round, imagine that's a circle, and we need like a dinosaur in it. And also we need, as a coin at the bottom, isn't that his logo? So we'll put a coin there, we'll put, I don't know what we'll put there, like the monarch's head or something.
You not accuse me of interfering.
Oh my days. Imagine that's a head, it looks like Peppa Pig or something, but...
Dinosaur!
Right, so that's the monarch's head. And now we need some sort of dinosaur. Oh my days. T-Rex. Little hands, look. These little arms. I don't know how it's actually going to go, but it's going to be something like that. That's the T-Rex, and now behind him, all this, it was like kind of in a cave or something, but we also, don't forget, we had the letters going across, so we had G, S, H going across. And if you on the original artwork, which I just popped up there, it had Gold Silver Hunter going around the outside, but I think that's just going to be too tricky, because to try and get that, the size we're using, to try and get that out to come out in the sandcast, it just won't work. So I think we just have some little border with that, and then kind of it was in a cave, so we need, all this needs to be rock and it needs to be dark. All that's got to be like a darkish area, and you got them lettering going across. So that's what we need to create. So I need to look at, see what I can find. From memory, I've actually 814 casting did a really cool T-Rex design from memory, so I'm going to try and find that out and see whether I think the cool kids call it remixing. And basically all that means, I take someone else's 3D design and then I remix it how to we want it. So obviously we'd have to put in this coin, we'd have to put the lettering, and we'd have to muck about with the background. So what we'll do now, look at that, I can't believe this. He needs another leg, doesn't he? He's only got one arm, but anyway, you get the gist. That's meant to be a T-Rex. Let me just write that there so you know what it actually is. T-Rex. Let's get on the computer where I can do things a little bit better, I think. I'm so sorry, GSH. But we'll get there. So now we're across in Blender, something I can do a little bit better than the old pen and pencil, as you just saw. Yeah, I did find the 814 casting T-Rex design, and here it is. Look at this bad boy. I'll pop a link to his Patreon page down below. He has some cool designs, go and check him out. It's well worth subbing to him on Patreon. So as you can see here, there's the T-Rex, and it's kind of, the T-Rex is bang on for what we want, but unfortunately the background isn't. I did have some to and fro with JSH asking about this, and he wanted it as close to his channel round as we could. So the job here, as you can see, this is the mesh view. All the little, you mess with any one of those and you get a spike coming up and it's a nightmare. But anyway, less of that. What we have to do, we have to get rid of some of the background, and he wants it kind of like in a cave, pretty much like his logo. So what we got to do now is use a tool. We got to use like the sculpting tool and just basically mess around and get rid of it. Now, I'm not an expert on this. There is lots of YouTube channels and videos out there that will give you really good knowledge on Blender. I'm just, you know, I'll be honest with you, I'm not that great at it. All I'm trying to do here is just find a tool. As you can see, there's loads of different sculpting tools down the left hand side, modelling tools, and it's pretty much like clay, using clay. As you can see here, these are just like pushing it out, lines, and there's all different ones. And basically all I'm going to do is not rub out, but just kind of like, if you can imagine it as clay and then just pushing it about with your fingers. So I'm just going to try and smooth it all and make a rocky background, and that's all I'm going to do now. So what I'll show you in the next picture is once that's been done. So as you can see, here's the completed STL file. I actually done it, as you see me in Blender messing around. Well, I say messing around, doing the work. I made it into rocks, and yeah, it's come out pretty cool. I got the text across, the lettering GSH for Gold Silver Hunter, and if you look at the bottom, we've also got the little Liberty dollar, the coin. That's what I used in the end. I found a little 3D file of a coin, and it was I'm sure it's a Liberty dollar. Yeah, so there it is, and I think it's come out really cool. So now what we've got to do, we've got to get this across to Cura and get it printed out. So let's get it across there. Here it is then, here's the design in Cura. What we got to do, look at that bad boy. How cool is that? I like to call it the Rocky design. Because of all the rocks in the background. Right, it's what we got to do now is stand it up on its edge, because I like to print it on its edge because it just prints a bit better for me. So let's whiz him round. There you go, look at that bad boy. Now this one, it has got some supports. It's going to be quite a bit of supports, because if you can see all the little red, see all the red pieces, that's where the supports will go up, because it needs holding up, because it is quite a high relief this. And also let's set the size. Now this is 40mm, which is 4 centimeters, so it's a nice size round. It will need a nice chunky in the hand. Now we'll just get it sliced up. Come on. Now what it's doing now, it's computing all the different layers that the printer's going to do. So it's cutting it up to get all the layers. So let's have a look. Come on. A few more layers. A couple more. Any more? There you go. 1 hour 53 minutes. So not too bad. Hopefully this should go quite well. And as you can see there, all the blue bits there, the actual supports, as we said, there's going to be a lot of those. So there it is going up to the round. And yeah, looking forward to getting this one in the sand. And there's a nozzle. That's what the actual printer will do. And look at the infill pattern there, look at the pattern. Very, very cool. So I think what we'll do now, we'll get it straight across to the printer and we'll get it printed out. And then we can get it in the sand. So here we are. As you can see, here's a 3D print. I'm not gonna lie to you. This has been an absolute pain in the arse. I've had 5-6 attempts at this, and I just can't get it to come out. It's just so complex. I mean, the lettering's a pain, and it's just yeah, it's one of them you don't really want to push in the sand, because you know you're going to get breakage. But I'm going to go give it another go. As you can see, I've packed in some sand in a couple of troublesome areas, shall we say, and we'll go again and we'll see how it comes out. Hopefully this time we should get something pretty decent, because as I say, it's been 5, I can't remember how many times I've done it now, 5 or 6, and we just thought it was a complete mess. But we'll go again and we'll see how this one comes out. So I'm just going to start compressing it down now. And now normally I'd do this quite, I want to say quite hard. I'd go as hard as I can to get a really crisp impression, but because of all the trouble I'm having, I'm not going to go quite as hard as normal. It's one of those, it's very much trial and error, and when I've gone really hard and compacted, it just all sticks to it. So I'm a bit of a lighter touch. It's one of those you've got to keep doing and keep doing until you just get the right pressure and the right amount, you know, you get the end result that you want. So not as hard this time, and hopefully we'll get something. If not, it'll be another go, because as I say, this is a real time consuming one. It's yeah, starting to do my head in a little bit, but we'll get there. It's all good fun. It's a learning curve, isn't it? These things come to try us. So let's give it a little beat down now. Not too hard. I'm just going to use a mallet and just give it a soft compaction and see how it goes. So here we go, then we're using the old tape technique, because I haven't put a screw in the back of this one. So here we go, moment of truth, please work. Go. Yay, look at that bad boy. That's the best one so far, nothing's broke off. So compacting the mould with a bit of sand's work. So let's get this across to the pouring bench quick. if you enjoyed this video showing how I did a channel round, check this one out up here. This is another channel round I did for somebody else, another cool one. Go and have a look.